Hey everybody, Jeff here. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I just haven't really had the time to. Basically, I'm just gonna go over some of the comments that you awesome people have been leaving, and just give my reply or give further insight to something I may have already said. And this isn't going to become like a regular like a weekly video or anything, because right now I don't get that many comments, so I feel that it's uh, this is just something like a special right now. So first up, doves, crows, dragons replied or posted or commented. Jeweler's rogue is allegedly used by shooting competitors in shooting competitions used to increase accuracy. This has been discussed in other investigative reports regarding this case. Okay, I can't recall what case is this. So what video was he was posting this on? Hey everybody, Jeff here. Well, it'd be nice if. Oh, it's I-70 killer. So he's probably referring to the gun that the I-70 killer used in this video. So thank you for this information. I was not aware of that. Thank you very much, Doves, Crows, Dragons. Okay, next we have Barbo, who posted on the, if I remember correctly, it's the Tallman House. Yep, the Haunting of Tallman House. Now, the Tallman House seems to be one of my most popular commentary videos that I've done recently. It's where a lot of these comments are being dedicated to, and to that I just want to say thank you. It's nice to know that that I was not the only one that was scared the shit out of by the Tallman House video. So Ash Barbo says, okay, so watching this with my to show my kids the episode that sparked my paranormal curiosity when I was a kid. Oddities, I feel, and I'm about 24 minutes in. The car popped up, and I told them that car is just like the one my dad had, but it was red with white vinyl top. Scared me the most out of all the Unsolved Mysteries episodes. I am 37 too. My mom told me, oh no, she didn't do that when the dad provoked the ghost. Yeah, that's one thing I like about these older videos, Ash, is just the fact that you see so much things that you can relate to, like the car, Yeah, like I said, that my family had the same type of car. It was brown. It was a nice car. It really was. That thing could destroy the vehicles that are now mass produced. The sad thing is my mom was going to work one day, and the fucking hunters in this area, they were hunting elk. Well, the idiots decided to shoot at an elk. They missed. The elk panicked, ran onto the highway, and my mother actually hit one of the elk that they were hunting. The elk destroyed the front end of that car, and we were not able to save the car because we didn't have insurance, sadly. But God, that was a nice car. If that car was, if my mom did not hit that elk because of the fucking hunter, that car could probably still be around today, and it would run circles around the pieces of shit that we are now cursed with. Ma'am 162 comments, I was a huge fan of Unsolved Mysteries growing up, especially the ghost stories. They had a lot, but this one still stands out as by far the scariest I've seen on the show, and I agree. I think it was just a perfect storm of how they produced this. This case. Basically, you had this audio sound effects. You had the visual sound effects, like when it came to like the music and then the fire effect around the garage, and then you to me when the father or the uncle screamed. Let's cue that up for a minute, shall we? Hold on. Okay, let's cue this up. Maybe it's this. No. Okay, it's back here. Okay. It's right here. Okay, now I hope it didn't go past a little bit. But anyway, when I think it's the uncle, he screams that there's just something about the scream. It sounds like it's been distorted a little bit. But here, listen.
On the dresser. I've never seen him like that before.
Alan Tallman began sleeping on the floor of his daughter's room each night. The girls were traumatized and needed help falling asleep.
I started to see this fog starting to appear on the floor, and a voice came out of it, and it says, "You're dead."
Okay, this isn't the part. Where is it? It should be pretty. Maybe it's here? Okay, let's just go back.
Very similar to what I had seen before.
A few days later, Alan was working late. He asked a relative of his to watch over the two girls until they fell asleep. Alan's relative was a complete skeptic. That night,
Okay, like I said, when you hear when he screams, it sounds like it's slightly distorted. Give me your thoughts about this in the comment section below.
he changed his mind. The same specter appeared.
Okay, now I know also it could just be the microphones and everything they use because this was back in the 80s that this was shown. So, you know, I understand technology wasn't the best back then, but still, it just sounds like there was just something, you know, something off about that scream. But I just want to say thank you, ma'am 162, for the comment. You know, it was nice to hear from you. Anime Nullhoff. I hope I didn't. I probably butchered your last name, and I apologize for that. She comments, "I literally cannot find this episode anywhere to watch it in its entirety." And yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what it is. It wasn't even on the Ultimate Disc box set. Now, if you're wondering what that is, because I know, granted, I know that 99% of all Unsolved Mysteries fans know what the Ultimate DVD box set is, but there are some who don't, so I'll just show you what it is. Unsolved Mysteries Ultimate, or maybe it's Ultimate Collection. Okay, images. This is basically what it is. This is what I have. It's basically it's like a maybe a 24 or 30 disc. Maybe no, it's a 24 disc. It's a 24 disc box set, and it spans 6 different types of cases. You had the murder cases, you had the ghost cases, you had the UFO cases, you had the strange legend cases, you had the miracle cases, and you had the psychic cases. And for some reason, you would think that the scariest case in the history of Unsolved Mysteries would be like the first case that they would start off with the Ghost collection. It would be the first case, and no, it wasn't. It was. It really makes me wonder, like, what classifies, you know, what allowed, what were the qualifications to make it onto those DVDs? Because you had some good ghost cases, and then you had a case that wasn't even a fucking ghost case, the mystery hum. It's like why is that even a ghost case? That's not ghost. Take out the fucking hum case, put in Tallman House, you know, like. Anyway, but the sad thing is that they could have put a lot more in these DVDs. You know, these various little sets within this Ultimate Collection. But But yeah, it's just some of the things that made it on these DVDs kind of made me scratch my head. The way technology is nowadays, I would really love to see them release another box set, possibly the entire like 8 or 9 seasons of Unsolved Mysteries. If they could put it on fucking YouTube, why can't they put it on the DVD? And I'm pretty sure there's outtakes and everything with Robert Stack that we would like to see. But anyway, thank you, Anime, for your comment. Okay, and I think this is the same. Okay, so the Tallman House. Like I said, the Tallman House was really it has been the one that a lot of people are commenting on, and I want to say thank you to everyone. PES Fam comments, this one always creeps me out more than any other story in here for multiple reasons. I'm from Wisconsin, an hour and a half from where this happened. I also live in a small town. When you hear the father speak, he sounds a lot like my father. It's the accent. The actor who played the dad looks like my dad did at the time, includes the same haircut and facial hair. My father was also a supervisor at a factory. He worked swing shift, meaning he worked a lot of late overnight shifts. My father had the exact same lunchbox. Wow, this. Are you sure this PES Fam? I'm not trying to like make fun of you or anything. So don't think that. I think this is an awesome comment. But it sounds like this guy could actually. Are you sure we're not talking about the same dad here? It sounds like this may, you may not realize it, but this may be, your family may be the same family that was in the Tallman House. Are you sure that it isn't the same family? Anyway, I lived in a large old house built in 1875 and thought it was haunted. When I was very little, I was afraid of witches. I thought I saw their shadows in my room all the time. Honestly, I got over that one and figured at one point I was 5 and seeing things, never saw them again. But still, the point is, this episode is so relatable to me as a kid. It still kind of troubles me to this day. Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not mocking you at all. It sounds like really makes me wonder if you were actually one of the children in this case. Because you have so many things that are relatable, as you say. Hold on, as I'm saying this, I'm actually going to type that, letting you know that I'm going to do a comment video, and that this comment will be in it. Let's see, what's the nice thing I can say? Thanks for the comment. Wait, hold on. It sounds like you have been really influenced. I knew that was going to be wrong. Influenced by this case. I can't help but see all the commonalities. Commonalities? Oh, hey, that's actually a word. Congratulations, Chef. Between what you posted and things in the video. Am replying to your comment in a video that will be posted today. And the date is July 18th. July 18th, 2019. But PES Fam, thanks for the comment, dude. It's like I said, there's a lot of commonalities there, and I totally agree. Okay, we have a friend of mine, Anna Vrin. He's the one that I kind of post thanks in the opening credits. He's the one that made the special graphics. He posted let's see here. Okay, this was the paranormal hour. I'm not sure if it's still even visible, so let's take a look here. Looks like it's still. Crap, where did it go? Wrong one. He posted a lot actually in this, and I'll go back to them. U.S. Department of Justice sponsored national victimization study found that 70% of all offenders were male, only 20.1% were female. Yeah, I'm glad you're my friend because you bring a lot more perception into what I say, like with the statistics and everything. It is very nice to have you as a friend. What case were this again? Sightings? Okay, I think you're referring to the Dottie Kaler case when it came to that statistic. Even though, like I said, I totally understand that people think the husband did it. I think I just fall among one of the select few that think that the wife actually just ran off. Okay, we have another post by my friend. He posted regarding Dottie Taylor. I have to disagree. Women in abusive relationships often have to have a secret life. In order to have any life at all, the support group she joined, Women in Transition, may have been there to support women trying to leave abusive relationships, which would explain why she got the P.O. box and transferred money. The most dangerous time for a woman in an abusive relationship is when they leave. And he gives, a link. He goes, I totally don't believe he was acting in self-defense when she supposedly was dramatically standing over him with scissors. A working man that can't fend off a small woman without grabbing a weapon, not buying it. I think it is much more likely he kept her like a doll in a house, and when she decided she was going to leave, he killed her. Also, did you notice how her friends appeared genuinely concerned and careful while her husband played the victim and showed zero emotion? Of course, you can be right and I can be totally wrong. The most interesting part is how differently two people can view the same episode. Thank you for your work. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I totally agree. And I try to see, all points, like what you said. I try to respect what you said. The only issue I have, not regarding you, dude, but is when somebody literally just calls me a name and says that I'm wrong. Like these videos are just basically us giving our opinions, and to basically say that somebody is wrong for their for having an opinion. That's not a valid reason. I'm sorry, but thank you for your comment, and don't forget, dude, we have a meeting this Saturday, hopefully, and we'll be talking about things going on. So have a good day, dude. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Cassandra Phillips, she posts. Let's see here. She posts. Okay, this is an old Final Thought video that I did. This one, the Wendy Camp, Cynthia Brito, and Lisa Krager. Okay, she posts. Let's see here, where is it? Okay. Sad that this is the same game my ex played with my child. Moving, leaving no address or numbers, always changing phone numbers. Parental alienation is real. And I totally agree. I totally agree. It's also, I also feel it's a major crime when parents who are, the children's parents are divorced and one of the parents decide to withhold child support, and they find little loopholes and ways to get past it while they know that they have an obligation to their child. But yes, thank you for posting your comment on that case. Oh God, it's normally posted as like the missing family members or whatever, so I'm just going to refer to that. But this case pissed me off so much because of the fact that the guilty party, they were so blatant about it. but because we didn't have the evidence back then that we do now, we couldn't do anything. But the guy and everything, like this lady here, I watched this case. When I watched this case, her attitude just stunk. Her attitude just stunk. I did not like her. She screamed guilty, and she actually reminds me of a relative of mine, and it pissed me the fuck off. And then you have the lady's ex-husband, and as much as they say he didn't know, oh, this motherfucker knew. He knew well in advance what they were going to do. He probably was the one that planned it out, But thank you, Cassandra, for your comment. This case, until I came back and started doing the commentary videos, this was one of the more popular Final Thought Unsolved Mysteries cases that I did. And I'm actually going to leave a nice comment for you. Thanks for the comment. I will be posting a comment video tonight, or today, July 18th, 2019, and this comment will be featured. But yeah, Cassandra, I don't know how people can sleep at night, especially when they killed 3 people who did no harm to them. They did no harm, and they just killed these people like they were cattle, Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Heather Thompson, she also posts, she comments, this story on Unsolved Mysteries scared the crap out of me when I was a kid too. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's because when we're a kid, we're a lot it's a lot easier for us to be scared and believe in the boogeyman and stuff. Little known fact. I think I haven't said it that much recently now that I've been doing the commentary videos, but I think I said it once when I did the Final Thought Unsolved Mysteries series. When I was younger, after I watched these Unsolved Mysteries cases, I was scared to fucking death to go to bed at night, because you had the scary cases like the Tallman House, and then you have Robert Stack talking at the very end. I could not stop thinking. I would not stop thinking about this. The episode of Unsolved Mysteries just before I went to bed. So I would lay in bed, and my curtains would be open because I lived on the duplex I lived in was slightly elevated, so people could not easily look in the window. So I would have the curtains open, and at night in Kelso, because of the lights from the mills and everything, the sky gets kind of like a brownish color when it's cloudy out. Well, you have that brown color of the sky, and then you have this huge tree that moves when the wind, blows through it, so it moves. And then you have Robert Stack talking, then you remember the cases from Unsolved Mysteries. And you just, it does a mind fuck with you. Okay, Steve Hannafab asked the question, basically, what season episode was this? And I got some flack from a person who was rudely posting things about me, and I blocked that person because I understand if you have your own opinion, but when it goes to blatant trolling and wishing harm among people and their family, just because you're a fan of Unsolved Mysteries and you have an opinion, that's when you get blocked, But this person posted, what season and episode was this? This was season 1, episode 3 of the original run of Unsolved Mysteries. For some reason, this case did not air on the Amazon airings of Unsolved Mysteries. I've never found it online at all. So basically, the only way that you can really find the Tallman House is if somebody recorded it, Anyway, let's see here. Diego Martinez posed my favorite show. Yes, it is. It's mine also. Let's see here. Invader Pet posted, it's always bothered me that Unsolved Mysteries couldn't get the real security footage because there might be details there that we can't see that would be hints to solving the case. And I think he's referring to the Dale, what's his last name?
The case you're
Yeah,
about
Dale
to
Kerstetter case. He was referring to Dale Kerstetter, and I totally agree. Hold on, let's close this out. I totally agree because we lose a lot of stuff that is not available to us when they don't show the actual security footage. But then again, I think they didn't show the real footage, security footage, because there could be like critical or secretive information regarding the business, and they didn't want to risk competition finding out trade secrets and stuff. But you do have a good point in which I'm going to reply here. You bring point. Said we don't see all the evidence that's provided, but I think it could be for security reasons. Thanks for the comment. Comment will be featured. Comment video I'm making, which will be uploaded today, July 18th, 2019. You're also getting a thumbs up for that. Okay, last, we're approaching the last couple, batch of comments for this video. Christopher Dell, he posts, none of this story makes sense, and he says $125,000, even with inflation, is hardly enough for a person like Dale to abandon his entire life over. Also, how would a small town boonies from Pennsylvania type guy have connections to distribute platinum in the underworld? That's kind of random item to steal. However coveted it might be. Furthermore, my father used to work as a security investigator for Corning long before this case. I'm aware of the leverage Corning can place on their employees. I'm sure they did a good job interviewing all the employees for that plant, most likely threatening them with their jobs if they didn't provide an alibi for the Saturday night. Corning security is no joke. It's a worldwide apparatus. It should be interesting to see what leads they had. Christopher, actually, I'm going to also click on the heart icon. The only way that I could figure that he could have, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the final thought of Dale Kerstetter. It's Dale Kerstetter because he mentions the platinum. So let's see. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Anyway, the only reason I think he could sell the platinum is that maybe he was working, one night or whatever. He could have been in the restaurant. Somebody noticed that this guy was a security officer for the platinum plant, and this guy could have contacted Dale out of work and go, hey, here is you want to make money, here's a proposition. Help me get into the factory and help me steal the platinum, and then I will split the proceeds with you, the profits. Although I'm pretty sure that if Dale did agree, he probably never saw any of the profits. He was probably killed afterwards. What I think it was just some high name person with the actual connections got in Dale's ear and helped, facilitate the sale and everything of the platinum. They made it known, and I'm going to be doing a commentary of the Dale Kerstetter case sometime in either soon or the near future. But they mentioned that Kerstetter did have a slight record with the company, but then again, he also did help the company, so it's really hard to gauge one way or another, at least in my opinion. But thanks for the comment, dude. This is here. We have a comment from Butters Stotch, and I like the character of Butters from South Park. I like your little picture here. Sad I don't watch South Park that much, but I always like Butters. Anyway, super sad. I would have never left him in the hospital, but his father had no choice but to leave his son behind. He could not take his own son with him to Florida. It was so sad. And I just recently posted a commentary video about Gordy, and I totally agree. I basically said it all right here. It's sad because the father, was only doing what he thought was best. And like I said in the commentary video, sometimes the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I really wish that, things ended differently, but, humans, we do get older and we die, and the father was thinking of his son. He didn't think that this was going to be the outcome. Hell, I don't think any of us could even come up with that idea. I don't think any loving father would, help their son or their daughter get signed up for a group help home, and then go and think, well, I'm going to put my son and my child in this home, and then he's going to run off and we'll never see him again. I don't think that as a parent we're ever going to think that. Okay, and then finally, I don't even know how to pronounce this one person's name, but he posted on, I think this was one of the first versions of the Unsolved Mysteries commentary. Crap. Unsolved Mysteries commentary that crap, there it goes. That I did. It was the case of what happened to Oliver Munson. And this person posted basically that this was his dad's teacher. And I'm sorry for your father. It seems like Oliver Munson was a nice guy. And once again, it just goes to show that we don't even intend for bad things to happen to us. It's amazing how the road kind of leads to the outcome. Oliver Munson, he needed a vehicle. He reached out. A criminal replied, and it's not Oliver's fault that the guy was a criminal. Oliver didn't know. But because Oliver, it was just his chance encounter, ended up being that Oliver ended up dying. Or disappearing. But we don't intend for this stuff to happen to us. It's just, it's a funny thing how destiny is, But, it makes me sad, to see, that's what happens to good people. Okay, well, that was it for this comments video. When I get more comments, I'm not sure when the next video will be. I don't get many comments, so it may be in a long time before the next one. But I just wanted to say thank you to all the people who have posted comments. I know there's a lot more, but at some point I just gotta kind of say, okay, this is the cutoff point. But I will, when I get a lot more comments, I will do another video. But until next time, this is Jeff saying have a great day and stay safe, everyone.